child support, not child support, that child protective services, they are basically.
But they're not. They're not child protective services, and everyone knows this. They have a bad record, especially here in Washington. And exactly how this situation happened, no, you cannot say any of this is justified. The children were not harmed. They were not neglected. They were not abused. They were perfectly fine. And these people came in my home and took them because they were 4 children, all with medical issues, and they knew how much money they can make off of them. And I even have that. I even have the black and white documented evidence that's proving they are making money off of trafficking my kids. And this is why they tried to kill me twice. The Attorney General's office is even in.
Is there a case currently in court?
Yes, it's been in court for 2 years now, to the point where even the Attorney General's office is in on it, who the DCYF works for. Like, it's so high up, it's ridiculous. To the point where I've reached out, like I said, to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, and they told me that, yes, I need to get an attorney regardless of anything. But now you're telling me that the...
Pennsylvania?
This is in Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
But I've had to reach all the way out to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania, who's the highest court in the land, just for any type of results, because the FBI refuses to do anything. They took the report, but they haven't done anything since. The Attorney General's office refuses. They're in on it. They came right in one of my court calls and said right to my face, we're not going to help you, Robert, because we agree with DCYF. I don't care how much you agree with these people. You cannot come in someone's home on anywhere on this land, especially a private sovereign's home, and take my children without due process of law. I'm not stupid. I know common law of the land.
Unfortunately, they don't recognize the sovereign citizen.
Oh, that's the problem. They should, because we're an actual thing, and I actually have the documents to prove I am. Like, I am not subject to any jurisdiction of the U.S. corporation. Like, I'm completely free. I turned in my birth certificate. I turned in my Social Security card. I'm free from everything of this entire system. And yeah, you're right. They don't respect sovereign anywhere, which they're supposed to. You took an oath to that. And they're violating their oath. The commissioner himself, I even have him recorded, which he didn't like, but that's my First Amendment right, freedom of press. I have this man recorded practicing law from the bench and trying to coerce me and my attorney right on the record. He committed 70 felonies on the record. And yet no one wants to take this case on. You see what I'm left with here?
Yeah, I mean, there's just not really anything that we can do as a private law firm for this.
Okay, so, all right. It looks like I have no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Because if law's not going to uphold law, then as the only sovereign in the situation, it is my duty to uphold law. And I've reached out.
They will still hold you accountable for what the law states.
That's not the law, though, at this point. They violated law, and once you violate law, you have no authority to stand on, and that's what these people don't like. I've even issued them a direct order asking them to stand down or they're going to the gallows. This is treason. Like, this is not a joke.
Okay. All right. Well, there's nothing that we can do to help you, unfortunately. So
okay. I just wanted it to be stated.
I don't have any suggestions for you.
So you have no attorneys in your office that would be able to help me with my situation and enforce law in this situation, and you hung up. So everyone can see that. Attorneys are refusing to take this case. Nobody wants to enforce law. They just want to kidnap kids, and they want to get away with it. And they think that if we do something about it, you heard what they just said, if I do something about it, they're going to try to still hold me accountable. Well, I'm ready for that. Come hold me accountable. I'm willing to die. I'm willing to go to prison to protect my motherfucking children. And if any other parent out there feels the same way, y'all hit that like, y'all comment, hit that share button. Let's get this word spread, because these motherfuckers are crossing the line. They're directly violating every law in the book. And then they're telling us, oh, that's not law, this is. What we say is law. No. It's recorded. It's in black and white. We have it in our amendments. We know what the Constitution says, especially if you studied your Constitution. First Amendment, freedom of speech. Second Amendment, right to bear arms, which shall not be infringed by anybody for any means whatsoever. Does not matter. Which means I don't care if I'm a felony or somebody's been to prison and now you want to say I can't own a gun. Yes, I can. Second Amendment says I can. even felonies. You need to get that out your head. It shall not be infringed, which means you cannot take it away, period. No matter how much you want to. No matter how much you think you're justified, you can't.